Howdy y'all, my name is ChucklesTC and welcome back to my World of Outlaws 23 career mode, where today let's go ahead and load him to Lima Land for the midgets and simulate this race. Hire driver, best driver possible. She's going to finish like 17th. Finished 14th, she beat our goal for her. And with Fairbury next episode, we're going to go for 2 consecutive top 15s. Let's repair the car. And we can get that final upgrade for the midgets. So now we'll load into street stocks first, and we're going to see how much this next upgrade is before we simulate the race. Just going from 3 to 4 is, it's going to be 29,000. We're definitely going to get this one next, because we need something new in these street stock cars to give us a bit more oomph. You know what I'm saying? But he meets the goal there with the 17th. And he doesn't take too much damage on the car. That's perfect. That's what you need to be doing every week. Week in, week out. Week tomorrow, week yesterday. Next episode, he's headed to Lima Land. And now let's see how much the UMP modified upgrade is going to cost, as we're going to be racing at the land of the Limas. And that next episode is 32,000. So yeah, we're going to do the street stock one first. Let's go ahead here and load up into the Lima Land race, where so far this season we've raced at Lima Land once, and we finished there in our debut for the series, second to Will Krupp. So let's load in now for this 20 lap night race around the quarter mile and see what we can do. Okay, we're loaded in here at Lima Land. Let's go ahead and hop into practice. Goal time of a 13.048, and we should shatter this time with our record lap here being a 12.593 in our one outing here. I think we can get that as a sub 12 second lap. Honestly, and I might be a bit over cocky. But like I said, I believe we've only raced here once. I might be wrong. And we go there and shatter our record already by over 1/10 of a second. Yeah, I might be a bit over cocky and overhyping myself about my skills and about my car's ability, but we did come out here with a pretty low level car in our first race. I think we maybe had the full first set of upgrades down, which is that should be about mid-pack. And I was able to drive it up front and finish second. Now, the one thing that does concern me in this race, though, especially with the possibility of moving up next season to the regionals, which we are going to do, by the way, is the chances of running mid-pack. There's very little way that we're going to be able to run up front like this every single week at that level. I was saying the same thing about here. We've been able to do a fairly good job. We've had our issues, but we've been able to keep it together for the most part. Is I have no experience in these cars in traffic, really. The only traffic I have experience in is the traffic I am twice as fast as I'm going through and lapping. Everyone else I've been able to get a good start on and sort of cut my way through. There were a couple times earlier this season where I was racing around like 2 or 3 guys, but we didn't have people ahead of us. There we set a new fastest lap, and I was very overzealous, I think is the proper grammar, because I am not setting near a fast enough lap to be talking like that. That's a pretty good one, though. I'll give you that. And until I can put it a lot closer to these inside tires, I'm not going to be able to get a decent lap. Or if I can get a decent entrance into this corner specifically, Maybe not get held up by the car in front of me. I mean, yeah, I'm turning it right mid-corner as to not ram into this guy. And there I will on the exit, and the cars in front of me also get into it. Oh, we were so close there. Oh, that one we might have cooked it a bit too hard there. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be our last lap of practice. In the race at night, we should set sub 12-second lap. Oh, we almost did it there. Sort of trying to T-bone that guy up top, but couldn't get it done. Great 14-lap practice session there. As we move on to qualifying here with a goal time of a 12.863. And recently we have had a bit of issues with actually qualifying first and not having to race our way up in anything. If we can qualify first, I have very, very high confidence levels that we can go and do the same, not only in the qualifying dash, or not only in our heat, but in the qualifying dash. But we're running quite a bit slower than what we ran in practice, those last couple laps at least, but that was a pretty decent lap, all things considered. And we'll come through here, qualify first with a 12.242. Question is, was my first lap good enough? It was. Wow. Travis Vaden top qualifies second with a 12.470. Both my laps were faster than his fastest time. That's pretty good. As we start Heat 1 here from first position, the issue is always going to be, and the main thing to focus on is going to be getting through this first set of corners clean. And what I am taking notice of in my own performance there is Wright takes the lead. We learned that he was in this series last episode, but he's going to lead the first lap of the race. And we'll come underneath him to take it back. But he has some race pace challenge, not as much qualifying pace challenge. Zare will get really aggressive. He's going to be able to take it from us again. This is going to be the difference in these next couple laps between first and fifth starting position. But now we get it out to half a second lead. So just goofing around with him there for a couple laps. Well, that is concerning. If we have a late race restart from the bottom lane, are we going to be able to keep it under control? And we'll come through and win. We were expected to win. We should have won. It shouldn't have been that close at any point in the day. Now, let's go ahead and head to the qualifying dash. We start on pole position here in this blue, orange, and red car. Okay, we're going to go a bit high in turn 1 and 2 again. That's going to give us a challenger down on our inside. And we're going to keep it high as Weiser has blocked me off. We'll get into his rear there again. Push him high up track. Oh, he comes down into us. We have over a second behind us as Weiser is flying. Draw that contact. If I get up to him here, which I'm going to be able to as long as I can keep it on the wall here at Lima Land. Two laps remaining. Weiser is still in the lead. We need one of those cars back there to hook it around. We're taking the white flag here. We're going to start P2 in the race by the looks of it. And we know Weiser, I guess, oh no. We're going to go around here. Late race restart. That could be good for us. So we had our first interaction with the infamous Lima Land ramps, basically, for the midgets. And we'll come out decent from it. I don't think we have a line up here on Weiser. We might, as Vaden top is that, or Bailey goes to the lead, but he's going to cover us up, slow us down as Weiser will get back to the first. We'll get into second. Oh, we got up to Weiser, but not able to make a challenge, and we'll ramp ourselves up. We're going to drop a position here to Bailey. We're going to be starting on the second row in P4. One of our, or not our best qualifying result by far. As now we head to the A main, starting from P4 on the grid. We've never seen a driver as dominant, or I've never really seen a driver as dominant as I have been these past 4 races, where I've won them all, and really this entire season. Worst result of 4th, and that was due to a bad result. They call me, or I'm calling myself the Alex Pillow of UMP Modifieds, as we hook a car around. It was Weiser on the start. Bit of revenge for what he did to me, but that was way more. But that was the lightest tap I could give. I wasn't trying to give a tap. I was actually trying to stay out of him, but only so much you can do when you're racing a bum. I feel so bad because that's probably a real person. I don't actually think he's a bum. Just like how I don't actually hate Bobby Young and Jesse Wright. But just, you know, it's fun to have rivalries. It's here. All it took was us clearing out Weiser, and we're unmatched. But I feel like even with Weiser up here, we would have had a chance to do exactly what we are doing now. Now one of the goals I want to see if I can hit, get it under that 12-second gap. I think we still do have to go to, later in the season, we still do have to go to Prairie View, which may be next episode, and that is by far my worst track across this series. At least in my opinion, it is not my favorite to race, but it can be the most thrilling. We'll see what we can do in these cars. But if we don't go there next episode, that's going to make me kind of happy, because I think that means we won't visit there at all. Oh no! Oh no! We'll lose some ground there, giving Travis Vaden top an opportunity to catch up to us. As we give Reynolds another lap without being lapped. For we'll send it down on the bottom here on him, and pass Carter on the high side. Now catching up to Brown as we were sort of tagged there. Now up to Diaz through the corner. We're going to watch high. Now look up to Jackson, and Robinson will cut off our nose. Did you hear me there having to lift mid-corner? 10 laps to go. We're getting into it with some lap traffic. I want to see if we can get our biggest win, like, gap-wise. Okay, now sliding up, we're up into P14 lapped. And we're catching up now to Richardson. 4-second gap behind ourselves. We just need to not spin him. Now to Hill. So there are 5 laps left in this race. We put P12 a lap down. Oh, we cut off marker there. and we'll get into Jesse right here. Put him a lap down, and we're putting 25th and 24th a lap, or 2 laps down. Oh no, we're going to cause a caution here, as we were just gotten into. We were going buck wild. Everyone up to P10 or P11 is a lap down as Jesse Wright got his lap back there. That was tragic. I was trying to lap as much of the field. And Weiser is up in the top 5 here on the restart. Green white checkered here. We're able to magically kind of keep it clean there on the start. And we're going to get it up to his second gap as we take the white flag. What should have been our biggest win, and with the least amount of competitive cars on the late race restart that I think I've ever seen. We're going to come through here and win the 1.3 second gap to second place. Okay. We're going to view the full season standings again. Will Krupp loses second position in the season standings. He'll drop back to 3rd. Marker, who we lapped in this race, is down in 4th. We win our 5th consecutive race, 5 wins on the season. We have a 145-point gap to second place of Weiser, who I probably took out of contention for his first win of the season today. I didn't hear from Krupp at all on the day. Where did he finish? Krupp. No Krupp. No Krupp. Outside of the top 30. Did Will Krupp not race, or did I just miss him? Okay. I believe Will Krupp did not race. I'm going to go back through one more time. I guess it's giving you an opportunity to look at the race results if you were interested. Will Krupp did not participate in this race to my knowledge. Which interesting situation to be in when you are fighting for a championship. Granted, you're down by 100 points. I'll come back to you guys on the main menu. Okay, loaded in here. We had some harsh driving, but some worthy driving. As we come through, all 5 of those top 10s were 5 wins. And yeah, there it is. Next episode, Prairie View. Top 5 in both. Why not? I think we have all but clinched the championship. Or we may have already clinched the championship. With 2 races left, I'll come back to you guys over on the regional series. Okay, we're loaded in here for the midgets for regionals. Let's load in here now to Prairie Creek. The goal position of 30th. Okay, loaded in here now at Prairie Creek. Let's head straight into practice. We're going to do a shorter practice here. Even though we haven't raced here in this series, we've raced here before, and this is a pretty tricky track. This is one of those tracks that I wouldn't be too surprised if we cannot make the A-main. With fresh upgrades to the car, we have a fairly good shot about doing something. And yeah, there we go out. Beat our goal time by 0.6 of a second, and we're only going to race here for about another minute. I mean, it's near midnight, and I still have to record another retro video and do the street stock race. Difference between the street stocks and these midgets. The biggest difference with pacing is that rev limiter isn't going off at like 7,000. Only goes off at 10,000. And around here, that means you can keep it full throttle throughout the corners. Basically, no matter what lane you're on, and we're going to come through here. This is going to be our final time by. Dang it, I was kind of hoping to fly. I'm actually going to sit around backwards one time. Okay. Dang it, how have I... Okay, whatever. Slowed straight into the qualifying gear. Okay. First lap underway here. And it's a 10.47 there. In the second lap, we will improve. No, we won't. But we're qualified P19 off pace. That means we're almost guaranteed to be headed to the A main. And let's get into it here. Right now we're in a transfer position with P5 and Heat 3. We'll see if we can get up here to like P3. If I'm going to be racing in this race, well, I want to be racing in this race anyways, you know, make sure I get that sponsorship. But if I'm going to be racing in this race, I want to be racing up front. We'll hook Whitley there for a second, but he'll bounce us out worse. And that's going to leave us vulnerable on the bottom, where I'm doing my best to cover it off. And we'll do our best, and I think we are definitely faster than Whitley. We are faster than P19 on the grid. But 2 laps to go, that looks to be where we're going to be starting. Is maybe I copy their line. No, I still just naturally turned in earlier. We're going to come through here. Finish P5. We're headed to the A main. Starting in P19. Let's get straight into the national anthem. Hey, load into it now. Starting back here in P19. Basically taking an early shot up on the inside. We'll move that guy. Spin him. We're still in P19 at the restart. Was not expecting that to be able to happen. That only ever happens on lap 1, turn 1. We make contact and they'll actually go around. Unless we're hooking them and wrecking ourselves. But we did what Danica couldn't do. We turned a car, we wrecked a car without taking any damage. In an open wheel car, granted not an open wheel formula car, but still an open wheel car. She couldn't even do that in a stock car. Oh, car's up and over. What happened to P13 at the time of the caution? And you know who we're still behind? Edie. Oh, we almost got into Russianburg there. We had to turn sideways. And there to our inside is Mold. Jitson cuts down in front of me. Catching up to Thames. We'll shoot it down low. Oh, well, it was almost a double pass. And now we'll turn Thames. We'll ramp up into the wall. We'll turn back down. Whoa. Yeah, I don't even think being turning Thames did anything unless there's a second Thames in the field I'm not knowing about. I also tend to English from time to time. I recommend you guys try it. Because clearly I forgot how. No. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Oh. Steady. Steady. We dropped down to P15 now. You know what these races remind me of, other than up front for the lead? These races remind me of, oh, the Freedom 100. We turned a car. We're still in P11 at the time of the caution. Not necessarily with the cautions. Those were few and far between. But just with all the passing in, no matter what, a 1 second gap could be gone in a split second. This huge gap, gone by the first turn. We'll turn another guy in front of the field. Another caution will come out. We're up in the P9. Okay, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's get back to racing. Oh my goodness, he heard me. No, we'll wash high here. 2 cars down our inside. We're gonna hook that guy. Oh! No! I got ding damage now. As you see, it's not just me, it's people up front, wrecking people up front. We're still up here in P9, up 10 positions from the initial race start. But we are only getting 1 lap increments here. Actually make a move there up to 8th. Now I'll shoot it low on Tim's. He's going to get checked up by the car in front of him. Oh, and we'll wash there into Tim's. He'll slide and double tag us. Now we're trying to make up time on Johnson. We'll wash up into Reinbold, which hurts us more than it hurt him. His car popped up there for a second in front. As Tim's back in front of us now. I'm so sorry. I was going to wreck Tim's though if that had happened at race pace. We're trying to get a better position than P8 for the... as we're starting the final lap here. We have 1 final move left on Tim's. We'll stick it to the bottom. Turn it as tight as we can. We know he's going to try to come on the bottom. We were unable to get it done. We finished P9 though. It's a good top 10 finish that we needed. And running up front makes the world go faster. We're 18th in the season standings. Let's load back to the main menu. Okay, here we are, loaded back. Finished 9th at Prairie Creek. A lot of prairie in this game. I think next we're heading to Lincoln. Let's repair this and I'll cut back to you guys over on the street stocks. Okay, loaded in here on the street stocks. Let's go ahead and repair this or upgrade this part. And that's all we're going to be able to do for it. So it's going to be super durable or super flimsy as we load into the Kokomo Showcase. I'll cut back to you guys once we are there. Okay, we're loaded in here at Kokomo. Let's head straight into practice. Goal time of 14.382. Our record lap here is a 14.035. Okay. Not a great practice going here so far. We're going to go until 27 minutes. We're going to wash up high, and no, we won't even tag the wall. Okay, let's lock in a bit. Okay. I'm not sure why we're struggling for time. or for anything really. Yeah, here is we've taken about as much damage as this car can handle. I mean, that was like our second best lap of practice. And now we're going to come through. Yeah, we just don't have any pace whatsoever. Let's just slam it into the wall here. That was actually a lot heavier of a hit than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we need to end this. That was so much fun to do. Okay. Yeah, awful practice there. Let's see what we can do here. Qualifying. Yeah, it's not going to get done. And maybe it's because our goal is like top 15 for a showcase. I thought that was lap 2. I'm back in practice. A 13.929 is the goal for practice. Or for qualifying. Qualifying. Okay. Best lap of the evening. .38th out of 60 cars.
E2 starting 7th.
As of right now, I do not think I'm making the A-man. But also, we were good in these cars once we're hitting track and traffic again. And we'll turn Brooks. We'll drop back to P7 though, and we definitely took some damage there. But it might have been Brooks who took most of the damage. Here in our number 63 Toyota. Yeah, we have a lot of front end damage, but not a ton of, like, actual... Oh, no, we'll spend Carpenter now, too. Back into the 6th with another caution out. Al Carpenter's going to be starting right behind Mel Brooks, who starts right beside me. Green white checker restart here, I think. Never mind. It's going to be a green white checkered. Maybe. No, I think I got that wrong too. Green, white checkered. We're in the transfer spot. Or no, we're not here in the transfer spot. Transfer spot's P3. Dang, I tried to take out green there. We'll ramp up. We're gonna flip. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a green white checkered restart, but here near the rear, we could be finishing last. Oh, we're doing our best to catch up to Brooks. It's a battle of literal mid back here, not even buns, mid. We'll slide up high. Brooks is going to get it. We're going to have one more opportunity back around. We got to his rear there. We're going to wash up into the wall. Final corner. We'll get into Brooks' rear. Slam him. No! We're going to finish. No! We finished 10th in the showcase. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the replay. Okay, I'll load in here now for the F main. Is there 5 cars here? Top 5 advance, there's 6 cars. How are we stretching this to 10 laps? Oh my goodness. Thing is, should be worlds better than them. I'm really not. Probably going to find a way to wreck myself. For shame. I'm taking the goofy lane around here just because I'm complete trash. Oh no. Trying to play Kunk Collector. Oh no, we're gonna hit the tire. We're actually losing time right now. We're gonna get into the wall. We're gonna get past. Caution's out with 5 to go. We're in P2. We're gonna finish last here. I'm driving terribly. I am going to admit that. I'm not oblivious to the situation. There's just only so much I can really do to it. Oh no, we're gonna... Couple laps left here. We're gonna catch back up to West. No. Oh. Okay. There it is. We're gonna end up finishing last in this one. Is that same tire, same corner. Do this over again. Come on, we're going to have a shot here. Hold on to P5. As I try to turn into him, I did turn right a bit there. I cannot explain my thought process because it doesn't make sense to me. But I was sort of hoping to sort of use him as like a trampoline, you know, push him, bounce off him. No. We're going to finish last. Well, I need to gain up one position here. It's a 3-second gap. Okay. Loaded in now. After we finish dead last overall. Disappointing. Let's load back to the main menu here. Okay. Finished 60th at Kokomo. Definitely outside the top 15.
Block that one out. Well, have a bad day every now and then. Focus on the next one.
Yeah, right on. So we do not get offered a new sponsor. Kind of sucks. We're headed to Learenville next episode. New crew chief available. We'll worry about that next time. Okay. Thank you. I hope you have a good one. Goodbye.